In this video, we'll take a quick overview of Google Drive online interface. We can access Google Drive by clicking the App Launcher and choosing Drive. Alternatively, just type drive.google.com on your browser address bar. Google Drive interface is intuitive and very similar to Gmail. On the left, we have a number of labels, and the bigger part of the page displays the content of whatever label is selected. The main label is My Drive, and it contains all of our files and folders. With these buttons, we can change the view of these items and sort them differently. We can rearrange the files also by clicking the columns labels. The selection works just like in Windows. A single click to select a single item, click and drag for multiple selection, and control-click to select non-consecutive items. When one or more items are selected, some action buttons appear on the top right. If we click one of these buttons, the action applies only to the selected items. For example, we can share the selected files with a friend or coworker. We'll see how in detail. We can open the files in preview mode. We exit by clicking this X in the upper right corner or by hitting ESC on the keyboard. Or we can delete the files. Deleted files and folders end up in the trash. From here, after being selected in the same way, they can either be deleted permanently or restored, that is, moved back to their original position. This last button opens up more actions, including Move To change the item's location, and Add Star to mark those items so they can be found more easily by clicking the Start label, which works as a sort of filter for start items. Any action can also be accessed by right-clicking an item. Of course, to act on multiple items at once, we must first make a multiple selection and then right-click any of the selected items. I'll click Away. To create a new folder, we can click the New button and choose Folder. Or we can also right-click a blank spot and choose New Folder. It's the same. We then give a name to the new folder and click Create. The new folder appears as a subfolder of My Drive. If we click this little arrow to the left of My Drive, we can see the actual folder hierarchy. To move files and folders around, perhaps the easiest way is drag and drop. We click and hold an item, move it over a folder, and release when the folder is highlighted. As usual, a message confirms the action, allowing us to undo it. To remove an item from a folder, we just enter the folder with a double click, click and hold that item, and drag it onto one of the folders on the left menu. Or we can even drag it on the parent folder here on the breadcrumb trail. The item will still be moved. Up on the top, we find a search bar that we can use to quickly find our files and folders. This is very useful when we start dealing with hundreds of files. We can also use the advanced filters by clicking this little arrow on the right. For example, we can narrow down the research to a specific type of file, date modified, and so forth. I'll reset the filters and close the panel. To the right, we find the Google account buttons we discussed in other videos, including the App Launcher and our profile image, which gives us access to our Google account settings and the Sign Out button. Finally, by clicking the New button, other than creating new folders as we saw before, We can create new files directly from Google Drive. We'll talk about it in the next chapter. These other two options instead allow us to manually upload files and folders on Google Drive. Let's see how that works in the next video. Hi, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or just want to say hi, please drop me a line in the comment section below. I'm working on a series of videos for people who don't know how to use the computer very well. So please share these videos with relatives and friends who you think may find them informative. Also give it a thumbs up if you can, that always helps. That's all for now. I'm Albi. Take care.